Welcome to Meal Prep with
Micah
and Missy.
There you go.
It's February.
Whew.
It is, we've made it.
Or
The year of January is over.
January's over. We're still in the depths of winter.
Hopefully for not too long. But with that being said, it's winter, it's cold, especially if you live in the Midwest.
Yep.
If you're in California, whenever it's warm. But it's also kind of self-love, self-care month, bunch of things kind of around that. So we decided, what better way than to prepare some comfort food that you can still hit your macros, or maybe getting you to think about kind of some meal prep in a little bit different ways.
Yeah.
Because we made some healthy treats, we made some healthy breakfasts and stuff, but sometimes people just want food that is reminiscent of stuff that has bold flavor, some comfort food, but then is still healthy.
Yeah.
What do you got for them today?
Today I have a dish of my own invention. This is something that I thought, ooh, that would be good. And I just threw it together. Maybe I saw inspiration for it somewhere, but this is just kind of an Indian dish. That's all I got for you up front. Protein packed, there's a lot of good carbs in it, good healthy fats. And yeah, there's just some delicious Indian flavors, and I cannot wait to make it and eat it.
And it's funny that Micah said that because, again, we said comfort food, but mine was also something that I just put together, again, thinking about, well, what flavors do I love? What flavors maybe do I forget about? And I bet that just tastes good. Mm-hmm. So I am making a Greek chicken bowl. And again, the foundation is gonna be something that you can use with a lot of different flavors. But again, just kind of bring back cooking to assembling food. So there really isn't a lot of cooking per se, but it's just playing around with spice and other flavors that people forget about. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, guys, we're gonna get cooking.
Oh,
cheers.
Man, cheers.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
I haven't eaten all month.
Do. I'm excited. Did you say you haven't eaten all month? Is that what you just said? That's a lie.
It's been about 45 minutes.
True story. Oh my god, what happened?
That was yours. Warms me up on this cold February day.
True story. So good.
This is delicious.
I can't even stand up.
Compliments to the
I
chef.
can't even talk right now.
Yeah, I hope no one has misophonia, which is can't stand the sound of people chewing. So if you hear it, I'm sorry.
Real thing.
However, you are watching a cooking thing. You might have known what you're getting into at the start. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so while I'm enjoying mine, tell us a little bit what you did today.
What I got going on here. So, like I said, this is an Indian dish. Really just because of the overall sauce flavor that I put in it. I use this brand. It's an Indian simmer sauce. It's Madras curry. The base is coconut milk. A lot of them will still do normal milk, or some of them have egg just to get it a little bit thicker. But this one just has coconut milk in it, so it's delicious. So that's the sauce I used, but for everything else that went into it, for my carbs, I used lentils, and there is a ton of variety out there. You can buy lentils that are like in the bag that you cook yourself, that's great. The stuff in the can here is just as fine, especially if you get it organic. So that's a lot of iron, it's a lot of fiber, it's a lot of good healthy carbs. There's some protein in there as well. And then for my overall protein, I use Upton's Seitan. So I think we've talked about this maybe before, at least mentioned it. Seitan is just wheat gluten, tons of protein in it. And this, if your body can handle gluten, this is a really good way to get the meaty texture. It is mostly used for like a beef substitute or pork or something. Definitely more that gamey texture if you're looking to avoid the meat. So this is chock full of protein. I mean, in a normal serving, you can get 28 to 30 grams of protein, so that's really awesome. Because sometimes if you don't have chicken breasts or something like that, it can be hard to find things that are just full of protein in the vegan, vegetarian world. So I got my carb, I got my protein, and then the veggies I put in it, I really like green pepper and broccoli, so I threw those in. And then I also have some red onion, some jalapeno just for a little bit of kick, just a little bit.
It's Indian food.
It's Indian food, yeah. I mean, there's a nice little heat to it. And then also a clove of garlic. So I used 1 can of this, 1 package of this, 1 can of this, very easy to measure out. And then as much broccoli or green pepper, or if you like red pepper, or if you like broccolini, or if you like a cabbage, if you like squash,
and
I can keep going.
Show them a shot of this. So, and with the veggies, I want you guys to notice, when we give tips too on like frozen veggies, all of these things, things that you can make really quick that you don't have to cook. But when cooking, just like you don't want to overcook chicken, it's cook them just so that they have the texture that you want. So I'm assuming those have a little bit of crunch.
A little bit, yep.
But they cook them to their bright, vibrant color. Because especially if you're boiling anything, or if you start to see the color of what the veggie was in the water that you're cooking, or you saute something so long that it starts to be a duller version, we're actually starting to lose all of those vitamins and minerals because that's what gives it the bright color.
It's leaching out into the water. So if you're doing that, or if you're charring things, or if you're deep frying them, you're not getting the nutrition that you would, or the nutrients that you would if it's cooked a little bit shorter. Especially on a lower heat, you lose less of those nutrients. So I just threw this all together in one thing on the stove. I put a little olive oil, and I always start with the garlic and onion just to make sure that breaks down a little bit and you get those flavors in the oil. And then when you add everything else in there, you just mix it up, and then it just sits for about 10 minutes, and this will keep up to a week in the fridge, so you can make a big batch at once. And the nice thing is everything that's in there is going to absorb all the flavors, so you don't have to worry about making sure everything's coated and submerged. It will do that on its own over the course of like the week if you have it stored. So it's delicious. I hope you give it a shot, because this is just a fun way to introduce or have a different flavor profile. Because sometimes it's Mexican or Asian flavors that dominate it, which are delicious and I love them. But sometimes, especially when it's getting a little colder, this is just warm and hearty, and I love it. And
when he heats that up, members coming in for class want to know what it is. You walk into the office.
Smells delicious.
And it is like, and you need to, even if you're kind of hitting your stride and you've got your your chicken, your turkey, your vegetarian, vegan options, it is important to change the flavor, because then changing the flavor keeps us consistent over time and more compliant, because food should taste good.
Absolutely.
And you should kind of learn some tricks on how to cook healthy food. I'm gonna let you eat yours. I could not stop eating because this is one of my favorite things, and I forget about it. So just like, it's like, why don't I cook this all the time? I just forget about it. So like Micah just said, I would probably say maybe Mexican flavors, Italian flavors kind of dominate. I will do, for my meal prep, I will do some Asian stir fry every once in a while, but Greek flavors are actually some of my favorite. And so that's what I've just kind of put together for you today. Happy February, guys.
Hey guys.